guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for returning. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also put on your notification bell so that you will be notified each time I upload. Alright, so in today's video I'm so excited to share with you because it's one of those dishes that I really hold close to my heart and I absolutely love. And it's one of the things that we grew up on that, you know, it's just like a staple in our household. So it's called Pelau. I know different countries have different versions of it, but I'm going to show you the way that I do my Pelau today. So the ingredients for the Pelau we would be needing are as follows. Here we have some chicken that I did season, and guys, you want to make sure that you have your chicken, whatever meat you decide to use, seasoned overnight is best. It will just have all those nice flavors from the seasoning infused into the chicken, which in turn gives it this really nice taste and flavor and all the good stuff. So here I have my seasoned chicken, which I did add some ketchup and of course some brown to it to give it that dark color. I have about a cup of lentil peas. Now I know that different people use different peas, but this is my preference. I really love the lentil peas in my Pelau. I also have here just about 1 cup of coconut milk. I hope you can see clearly. I don't know why my camera is just not focusing today. And as well as I have here some frozen corn and some peas, green peas here. Also I have some spices here, which includes some clove, some cinnamon stick, and also some bay leaf. I have some green seasoning right here that we would be needing, 1 cup of rice, some ketchup that we would use as well. I have here just 1 onion, some garlic heads here, and then we're gonna use a carrot as well. So let us get straight into this video. Alright guys, so first we would start off by washing our peas. Usually I would put it to soak a little bit, but I just wanted to show you guys how I do it. So you see all those stuff that is coming to the top of the bowl. Yeah, you want to get rid of all of these things here. I hope you can see me clearly. I am actually using the natural light from outside, so please bear with me. It is so gorgeous outside today. Oh, 1 second. Alright, so yeah, so now you can see that. So, oh, look at that. So you want to get rid of all the dirt, and sometimes they do have stones and everything in it, so you want to make sure that you wash this really well. So what I would do, I would take my rice strainer and then just pour this in here and give it a really good wash. So I'm going to show you the whole process. Alright, so yeah. So I'm going to wash it really well, and you want to make sure you do that because you want to get rid of any debris, I like to call it debris, that may be in the peas. Yep. So I'm going to continue washing and come back and show you guys. Alright, so this is our peas. I almost said rice. So this is our peas, and I have washed it several times just to make sure that I get rid of any straw or any stone or anything that might be in there that's not supposed to be there. So I did that, and I did get a couple straws. Alright, so on to the next process. Alright guys, so here I have my pot on the fire, and I am going to now add in some oil. So hold 1 second, let me show you the oil. So this is the oil I will be using today, so just about a tablespoon or so. And what we are going to do, guys, we are going to fry the peas, the lentil peas, to get that nice firmness of it, so that when we add in our ingredients in the water, it does not melt. It will still be cooked, but it will maintain its firm stature, right? So I'm just waiting for the pot to dry out somewhat because I did rinse it out and then add in the oil. Right, so now that the pot is dry, we're going to add in some oil. I don't know why this is doing that. Oops, I think I added in a little bit too much. I may have to remove some. So I'm going to remove some and then come back and show you the process of me frying our lentil peas. Alright guys, so this is my ketchup, and we're going to add some of that to our oil. So let me just open it and show you the process of me adding it in. Why I'm speaking backwards. and I am generous. I'm just gonna fry it in there. So I'm gonna take my spoon and just simply mix it in like that. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing, and just allow it to fry for a couple minutes. Yeah. Smells good in here already. So once it has fried for a couple minutes, I'm going to add in my peas. So now we're going to stir in our peas into the oil mixture. And we're going to allow it to fry. Of course, make sure that you keep a close eye on the pot. You do not want it to burn. You just want it to fry so that it keeps its shape when you would have added in your water so it can be cooked. And of course, you'll see why I do that. Alright guys, so we are checking in and it's coming to come. See that loveliness? Look at this. See that? Alright, so we're going to fry it for a couple more minutes and then come back. Okay guys, so as you can see here, this is just about finished. Look at that. Look at the nice golden brown color that it has now. So I'm going to remove it from the pot and then we are going to move on to our meat. So this is what it looks like. Hope you can see it. Look at that. See something to brown at the bottom? This is exactly what you are looking for. Okay guys, if you hear any sound in the background, please ignore. There are people out there doing some work. So this is what our fried lentil peas looks like. Trust me, when you do put that in along with the water and everything else, it will still hold its shape and not dissolve, because you know lentil peas is very easy to melt. So that's one of the reasons why we fry it first, or I fry it first before. We are going to do the same thing. We're going to fry the meat just to give it that little crispy exterior, and then we're going to move on with everything else. So let's go. So I'm adding in a little bit of oil. I'm going to be very careful because the last time I added in the oil, it was a little bit too much. So this should be good, and then I'm going to add in the meat now. Hear that sound? And then I'm going to take a spoon and just kind of flip it around a bit, like so. So you all can see that, and allow it to fry for a few minutes. So the meat that I have here are chicken breasts, and I do have a couple pieces of wings in here from some time ago. So yeah, you can use any kind of chicken you have. You can use turkey, whatever meat that is your preference, you can use that. Okay, so while our meat is frying, we are going to wash our rice. So I'm just going to add it to this bowl right here, and then going to wash it really well to get rid of some of the starch, of course. We wash it until we can see white. Oh, sorry, the water is clear. Oh my god, I said white. Until the water starts running clear. Well, it has to run clear. Okay, so I'm going to continue washing and come back and show you. Okay guys, so water clear. Look at that. Literally see the rice in the bottom. So that's the end of our washed rice. Just going to pour out the water here. And there is our washed rice. So let us check now on our chicken. Okay guys, you see this? This is what you want to see. Look at that. It's frying. It smells so good. I wish you guys could smell that, but you can see that something is happening here. So this is what you are basically looking for. So it's almost ready. So let me continue cutting up our onion and garlic and so forth and come back and show you guys the next step. Okay guys, so this is my roughly chopped onion, garlic, and also the carrots. So what we're going to do next, we are going to add in, I have the spoon here, but we are going to add in our peas to the meat and take it from there. Okay, so we are adding in our peas. Oops. So we are going to now mix them together. Y'all, I tell you, the house is smelling so good. Alright, so next we are going to add in our coconut water, the rice, and some seasoning. Coconut water is going in. Of course we'd have to add water, but yeah, we're adding in the coconut water for now. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Next we're going in with our rice. What we're going to do now, we're going to add in, not the carrots yet, we're going to add in our onion and garlic, and of course I did mix in the coconut milk and the rice and everything. Some cloves, some bay leaf, and some cinnamon sticks. So this goes in. Oops, come on out, come on out. So now that that is in, we're just going to stir it up together. I'm going to add in some water, bring it to a boil, and of course we are going to come back and add in additional seasoning, which includes salt as well, because we have no salt in this at this point. And then when we would bring it to a boil, also we would be adding in our carrots and peas and corn. Okay, so I'm just adding in some more water. I just added 1 cup, and I'm going to add in about another cup. Yeah, that should do it. And we're going to stir it up together. Alright, so I'm going to stir it up like so. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so at this point I'm going to add in some seasoning. So we are going in first with some green seasoning. It's stuck. Okay, that's enough. So we're going to add in some basil. Just a little bit. Some parsley flakes, sea salt, and then we're going to just stir them. Sorry about that. We're going to stir them all up together. Now what I also like to do is to add a little bit more ketchup at this point, so I'm going to add in some of that. So here's our ketchup. I'm going to add in just so, yep, that's it. And then of course there are those days when I do add in a little bit of sugar, just to give that nice balance of flavor and all the good stuff. So you have a little taste of sweet, not sweet, but you know, you get that little taste, that subtle taste of sweetness, as well as you get the nice salt and the other different seasoning coming together. All right, so we're going to allow this to come to a boil. Then we are going to add in our carrots and peas and corn, and also we're going to be pressuring. So yes, that's my secret, guys. I pressure my pilau for about 10 to 12 minutes, which is just enough to do the job, because remember, after you pressure and after you turn off the stove, that is, it still cooks, right? Once you pressure your whatever it is you're pressuring in the pressure pot. So we're gonna time it very well for this one, because you don't want it to burn. Okay, so we're gonna do that in a few. Okay, so now we're checking our pot and it's boiling. I'm going to add in my carrots and also the corn and peas. Going in with the corn and peas. Ooh, that light is coming through, guys. Whoa, right. Carrots as well. Oh, guys, I also forgot that, I also forgot to mention that I did wash out my corn and peas, so you want to be sure to do that, because sometimes they do have a little bit of particles of the shells and so forth in there, and you don't want that. So yeah, look at that, guys. Look. So now I'm gonna just stir it all in, and I'm going to taste it to make sure. I do have to add a little bit more water, not too much, to make it soft. but enough so that it could cook and still maintain that nice firmness. So I'm going to taste it to make sure that it has enough salt and seasoning, and also if it doesn't, then I will basically just add some. All right. Oh guys, I forgot to show you the brongnin I'm using. This is straight from Guyana. It's called calf's rib. That's how they call it, brongnin, and it's one of my absolute favorite. It is so good. It gives it a really nice taste. Of course, you have to be careful as to how you use it because it's very potent. So yeah, I'm going to be adding just a little more the peas. Now if you look carefully, you would see the lentil piece and you would see that it's still holding its shape. I hope you can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, so that is why, or one of the reasons why I fry it, of course, and make sure that I fry it really well. I think I probably fried it for about within 5 and 10 minutes. I can't remember. I forgot again to time. That's the Caribbean thing. We don't really pay attention to these things. We just eyeball stuff. So please forgive me. I did not get the accurate amount of time, but yeah, you can still see that the lentil piece has its shape. Lentil piece is very easy to melt. So yeah, so I'm gonna just allow this to boil a little bit more, and then we're gonna put on the pressure instruments so that it can pressure for 10 to 12 minutes, and then we would turn it off and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. All right. Oh, I forgot to mention too, in terms of your brongnin, you can make your own brongnin. I was never good at making the brongnin from scratch, so anything that is simple and easy that I can use that is already done, that's what I use. So yeah. Okay, so now that it's boiling, I'm gonna put on the pressure cover and everything right now. All right, so this is the cover for the pot. It has the rubber in, and as you can see, my countertop is clean, guys. Remember also that when you're cleaning, you might hear your mom's voice in your head. Make sure that, sorry, when you're cooking, make sure that you clean, okay? Make sure you clean as you go along. Mommy always said that to us growing up. Even my grandmom, they always have this thing about making sure that your environment is clean, even while you're cooking, so that after you don't have to deal with a whole pile of dirty dishes, and that makes perfect sense, right? Yeah. Anywho, we're going to put this on and place our pressure head on it as well. Okay guys, so it's on. Do you hear the sound? Now we're going to put in our head. So I'm going to just place it on there, and of course we are going to time this. It's going to be 10 to 12 minutes, as I said before, because you don't want it to burn. Remember, this would actually turn off the stove and allow it to sit there so that it can come down to room temperature basically before I remove the head, and before we can see what our looks like. And trust me, the kitchen is smelling so wonderful with all the flavor that is coming from the spices. For me, adding spices to my pilau really does something to the pilau itself. It really brings together all the different flavors and gives it that extra that you'll want, which is very delicious and tasty. And of course, guys, you can double up your measurements and so forth if you have family coming over, and of course you want to do a pilau, which is simple, quick. It's a one pot situation and you don't have to think too much about it. So yeah, a few minutes after, I just removed the head. I'm going to remove the pot and show you guys what it looks on the inside. Guys, you all seen this? This is what it looks like. It looks so good. I mean, the camera is not doing it justice, but my goodness, this looks so good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stir up the pot and come back and show you guys. Alright, so I just turned it up and it did burn a little bit in the bottom, just the way that I like it, guys. Now, if you don't like it like that, you just leave it on for about 7 minutes. You could pressure it for 7 minutes, but I did 10 to 12 minutes because I know that I would get this nice brown bottom. I don't know about you, but I love the bottom of the pot because that's where all the goodness is. So this is what it looks like so far. Now usually we would have this with coleslaw or so, but I'm out of time today and I do not have the time to make a coleslaw, so I'm going to show you the finished product with what side I'm using with it. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like, and this is the salad I was telling you about. Now because I am not eating so much of the rice these days, I have plenty more of the salad on my plate. So this is what I would be eating mine with. As I said, you can do your coleslaw. I would do it in another video, so how I make my coleslaw, but for now this is what I have in hand, and as I said, I did run out of time. So once again, thank you so much for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you would have tried it. Also let me know if you do make pilau in your country, how you make your pilau. So until next time, bye bye.